Okay, here's another 2.0 objective, adding and subtracting complex numbers. Here are the questions that you'll see on your review. Write the expression as a complex number in standard form. We see number 3 is addition. We are adding this complex number to this one. Well, complex numbers, imaginary numbers, act just like any other variable. You can only add like terms. So on this one, we can only add the 7 to the 4 because because both of those are like terms, neither one of them have an I. So 7 plus 4 is 11. Then I can add the 3i to the negative 2i because they both have i's. 3i plus negative 2i is I. And I write it in standard form, which means that the I part comes last. On number 4, we're actually subtracting this minus this. So there's a couple different ways that you can do that. You can think of this as multiplying by a negative 1 in that second set of parentheses. And you can distribute that negative 1 to both parts and just rewrite the whole thing. So that would be negative 1 times negative 3 is positive 3. Negative 1 times 7i is negative 7i. And then add your like terms. Negative 5 to 3 gives you negative 2. And 4i to negative 7i gives us negative 3i. That's one way to look at it. Another way to look at it, and this is usually how I do it, and it's a good way to do it once you really have a firm grasp of what's going on, is I just look at it and I know that I'm going to distribute this negative sign, so I change the sign, change the sign, change the sign. When you do that, you just have to make sure that you change all the signs in the parentheses right after the negative sign. And then I add my like terms. Negative 5 and 3 give me negative 2, 4i and negative 7i give us negative 3i. And so either way, you're going to get the same answer. And once again, the I has to come second. The big thing that I see people make mistakes on with this is they try to distribute and multiply. On this, we can see clearly that we are just adding on number 3 or subtracting on number 4. No multiplication is involved. So let's recap real quick. When you are writing, or when you are adding and subtracting complex numbers, you need to write them, the answers, in standard form. And the standard form for complex numbers is A plus BI, which means that the real part comes first and the I part comes last.